Thank you. Well, this first launch is dedicated to my best friend and also our club president, Steve Skubish, who passed away on March 13th. He was a very big part of me getting into rocketry and making the club what it is today. So, Steve, this is for you. We ready, Tony?
Yes.
Okay.
Where are we?
It's clear. Range is clear. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we proceed.
What are we flying here today?
It's a Lock Magnum with a K500, Hellfire, low smoke Vulcan motor.
Great name, Cloud Killer.
Cloud Killer. Well, there aren't any, so.
Yeah. All right, well, good luck.
Thank you. I'll need it.
Is this his maiden flight, or you've had other flights on?
This is its 8th flight.
8th flight.
Eighth
Looks in
flight,
real
yeah,
good shape.
Well,
You know, little dings, but it looks great.
They don't, I usually, when I'm done finishing them, I take a nail and scratch them so that I don't have to worry about it.
Kind of like the notch system.
That's right.
What do we got going here?
Oh, we got a K1100.
And the airframe.
The airframe is phenolic tubing, 6-inch. It's, I think, 14 feet, 7 inches. And hopefully this will go off the first time and have a nice flight.
Is this the maiden flight on this?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Went up last year. Went up last year at this time.
What's the weight on this, the total weight, any idea?
17.5 pounds.
Big bird.
Yes, it is.
It went one mile straight up and 1 mile that way.
As long as it goes up the same amount of distance as it comes down, I'll be happy.
Yeah, well, we know if it's going to go up, it's going to come down for sure.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
As long as it doesn't go a further distance down than it went up.
Yeah. Well, how many lives have we used up here?
Well, we got one left. Let's hope it survives.
What are you using for propulsion?
We got a H115 10-second delay Smoky Sam.
Oh, that'll
got a
be
problem?
nice flight.
Let's hope. It's my first one. I'm confirming on this one.
Oh, really?
I hope so.
Uh-huh.
We hope so.
This is a kid?
Yeah, this is my West Coast Rocketry Tracer. This is my certification flight with an H115 Smoky Sam.
Well, good luck. We got a
Hope it goes
couple
fast.
Smoky Sams out on the pad here right now.
Yeah, this is my first high-power launch, too, that I've ever been to.
Where are you from?
Pretty interesting. Pennsylvania.
From Pennsylvania. Well, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
You got the wire? Rip off your igniter tube. The balloon.
Aim it that way.
Yeah, put it. Don't go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good.
Not too much.
Well,
So what's the connection with the MG? Outside we like English sports cars.
Yeah, that's it.
And fob.
What is this bird powered by?
G200. That sound good?
G200?
G200, that's what it is.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
G200 with an afterburner, huh?
All right, good. Going up. Get her perfectly vertical. No, you went past vertical. Back some, a little bit more right there.
What's the name of your bird?
That's a Lock Precision King Viper 3. That's a kit made by Lock, Ron Schultz's company. Got 3 Vulcan H260 motors in
And your expected altitude?
Only about 4,000 feet or something like that.
That's a good flight for the Swiss-sized bird, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing real high. Just wanna make...
Got a little finder beeper in there?
Yeah.
And is this a bruiser then?
Yep.
First flight. First flight, and what are we using for propulsion?
And we're going right for this planet.
All right. It's a space shot, in other words.
Space shot.
In other words, we don't expect to get it back, huh?
Yeah. I work in an observatory.
Nice bird, nice bird.
Four, three, two, one, ignition. Tangled up. And they still open. There we go. Okay, on pad D4. 2, 1, ignition. Lost your nose cone. Unfortunately, that's not certified. So don't bother with that. Yeah, well, no, the motor cable. So the motor number. Okay, on pad Diod, Vucevich, with King Viper 3 and a Vulcan, no, wait a minute, 3 Vulcan H260s. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Okay, we have ejection and a shoot, very good. On B10, it's...
So we got a hybrid flight going here, huh?
That's what we're trying to do. Fortunately, the RC backup went off too early.
What do we use for a motor here?
This has got the Hypertech, roughly equivalent to a J180. It's a medium-sized orifice running with nitrous oxide and their solid fuel grain. Let's put this in first.
What do you use for recovery system?
There is an altimeter and what was supposed to be an RC backup that decided it didn't want to wait. So the RC went off early and prematurely blew the nose cone off. So since this seems to be sensitive out here to the RC signals, we'll just go with the altimeter or the ejection. Got the pin?
What is the airframe made out of?
Airframe is cardboard wrapped with 2 layers of fiberglass. Really push it. No, you can't hold it in there.
Hybrid, if you've never seen a Hypertech or any hybrid flight, here you go. Do we have continuity? Oh, this is your own system, I'm sorry. Okay. We are at the process of filling the motor right now. When it is filled, we will see it vent off on the side. We're going to check and make sure it's venting properly. On pad 11, on the air rack, the Hypertech Hybrid. T-minus 5. Oh, let me trip over the course. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. can see one downside. There's no ejection delay. It ejected, but it is streamering in. The chute is not opened yet. Here we go. All right.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. What?
Or, actually, the main airframe is made out of those chemical drums. We shaved the metal bands off the top and bolted them together with 3/8 plywood. In here, this motor mount here, we've got an Aerotech reloadable M1939 4 outboard K550s with the capability of adding 38mm motors. As far as the ejection charge is, we're using a airbag deployment system, and it will be the primary system. When it goes off, it will blow the capsule away from the rocket and hopefully pull everything out. We've got 2 backup systems based on an altimeter and a timer relay. So hopefully it'll go this time. We flew it last year in Danville and didn't quite go the way we wanted it. We fixed it up and we're back.
How much power are you using for blowing the top off? I know it's going off.
Actually, I'm not really sure what the airbag deployment thing uses. We figured that it's a driver's side airbag, and the thing only deploys as much volume as that pillow. So,
real interesting concept of deployment. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I saw that when they shot Totally Ignorant, they used an I motor. So, we're trying to be innovative.
What is the weight of this crap?
It weighs about 100 pounds, 105 pounds without the motors, and about 130 with the motors. 135, actually, I guess is closer. Let's see. There's not really much else I can tell you
What's the
about
total
that.
Newton second that you're...
Let's see.
A little over 17,000.
17,000.
Thank you very much. It should be about 1,000 pounds of thrust there.
And what about burn time?
5 seconds on the main core motor, 5.1, 3.1 on the outboards.
All right, well, good luck. What's the name of it again?
It's the IROC.
The IROC.
It's a scale model of Ron Schultz's IROC.
How many guys are involved in this project?
Steve is the primary designer, and there's a guy out there in the woods searching for his rocket as we speak, and the 2 of us helped out and helped him with the money and that kind of thing.
And the wives that put up with it.
That's it.
Plugs attached good, Steve?
Okay, I got it down here.
Okay.
Want to drop?
Just wiggle the end top end of that cone now.
Rotate it. Okay, good. Straight in.
Now a little more.
Wiggle it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay. Hold on to that.
Go ahead, I got it.
Okay, be careful. Okay.
We're a little
cockeyed, maybe. You got to twist it away from you a little bit.
Should drop in another 1/4 inch.
You know, watch your hands, buddy.
Okay.
Wire's got to go down through the hole. Let it kick out.
Don't let it kick out. Hold it, hold it.
Kick out.
We're going to lose her.
Get under that.
Not careful.
All right.
Yeah. Watch your hands.
You want it to go inside the hole?
Yeah, it's got to go right around the edge here.
All right.
We got to turn about 180. Yeah, we got to do about 180.
Okay, one guy on each fin. We'll take the weight. Take a little bit of weight up here.
It's disposable this time. We forgot. Yeah. Man, okay, we're going to run this again.
Well, guys, we got any predictions here?
Yeah, it's going to be a perfect flight.
That's what we want to hear.
Perfect flight. Perfect flight.
And a perfect recovery.
And that's even more important.
Yeah, it is. Were you in Danville?
Anyone have a small child like they'd like to put
we shot it in
All right, so
Danville.
we had numerous volunteers.
Things didn't work out quite the way we planned.
Yeah. So this is really a group effort you got put together here, I see.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a group effort. Steve's the main designer. Me and Jamie are we're the faithful assistants. And we've had Ron Schultz from Lock Precision helping us.
Just check before we ignite everybody, okay? You got that?
What do you need, Ron?
Yeah, hook them together just to make sure kids were dry.
Well, is this Ron down here that's sleeping on the job here?
That's
or-
him.
He's actually working though, huh?
Yeah, he
He's
is.
got dirt on his pants, man. He's hard at it.
Not all the time.
Stock is 3M, you know, they make
Bask in the sunshine, boys.
It looks good to me, man.
You got that right, Mars.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Heads up flight, please. Everyone standing up. Watch your kids. This is Steve Eves. Steve Eves, three-time upscale IROC. Got a Central M 1939 with 4 K550s. Everybody standing up. Ladies. Everybody. Okay. No. Okay, thank you. We're ready to go on the Master Blaster pad. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. I think they all lit that time. That's beautiful. And we have a shoot deployment.
All right.
Beautiful, beautiful. That is fantastic. Ignition.
Congratulations. One heck of a flight.
It worked!
Oh,
Yeah! We did it!
yeah. Awesome.
What a rush.
Yeah.
There's bugs in my stomach.
Unbelievable.
My mouth is dry.
Yeah.
Well, at least he wants to go far for the other.
All right, here we have Philip Pryor's rocket. It is powered by an L750 motor and has a downlink video on board. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sometimes the L750 work. That one has a video camera in it. Everyone wave. There we go. I hope you got some slow-mo equipment hooked up to that.
Everyone smile, you're on Canon camera.
Great. Fantastic. Couldn't ask for more. Your shoot. You see your shoot?
Yeah, the Rocket Man shoots work pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty nice and stable.
That was fantastic. That made my weekend.
All right, great. It was a beautiful flight.
Thank you. I'm quite tickled.
Well, good luck on the next one.
Thanks.
I'm surfing this all morning.
Tell us a little bit about your project you got going here.
This is the first time it's an ADEP timer, and it's supposed to, it has an H100 low smoke core motor, and then at 2 seconds the timer should set off the Silver Streak outboards, and there's 3 Silver Streaks in here. So it should be around a low I class flight, and there's a 10-second delay in it, so hopefully that'll be about right. And I've never done this before, so we'll see whether it works.
You did a nice job in installing the electronics in there. That's
Thank
great.
you. Appreciate
Very good
it.
job. Well, good luck there.
Thank you.
On C8, Ken Goldstein's Disaster Waiting to Happen with a single I-500 and 7, count 'em, 7 G80 motors. On 8, T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. I'm impressed. C9, Scott Gates, Magnum, with a single J415 and 2 G40s. Drogue and main electronic deploy. On 9, T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. There we go. We have chutes. That's the Drogue. So if you watch it, probably when it gets down to 10 feet or so above the ground, he'll probably deploy the main. Well, I'm impressed. Boing.
Young lady reading. Oh, I didn't know what you were saying.
No, I may have missed yours.
Okay.
I'll get it.
I'll be running the wiring.
They don't need to be anymore.
All right.
They're all right.
So I'm going to pull the green and the red. Excuse me. You got the...
He's got M1419.
Tell us a little about the bird you're going to put up today.
Okay, it's a scale model of the IQ-SY Tomahawk. It's made around the lock 7.7-inch diameter tubing. Fully loaded, it weighs about 44 pounds. It's 14.1 inches tall. The real Tomahawk had a diameter of 9 inches. It was launched about 26 years ago, the first launching of it at Wallops Island, Virginia here, and there were 3 or 4 other launchings of the Tomahawk by itself. We have a Vulcan L750, smoky, low smoke is the center motor. We got 2 Aerotech I-115s, 2 I-95s outboards. All 4 should come off the pad, ignited. We have a depth altimeter, which will deploy one of the, as a main chute. We have a Doug Pratt ECS, whatever. Yeah, whatever. His RC system, which we're going to use for backup deployment on 2 other ejection charges. It'll come down on one of your chutes, and the main and the payload section will come down on a 6-foot chute. Flew last year on a low with a lot less power than this, an L and 2 H's. It flew 2,123 feet. We're looking for a little over 3,000 days.
Very good. Good luck.
Thanks.
2, 1, ignition.
Hasn't gotten it yet. Okay, hold on.
Quiet, baby. Stop all that first. You're in the inner block.
Yeah, we're down.
Yeah, we're not on the block, we're on the top block. Let's screw the door on.
Set it up, we'll screw the door. I guess we'll reach it. I reached it last year on this.
Did you?
Yeah. Set it up. You're the angle, man.
Okay, guys, what kind of predictions we have of this flight here? 35, huh?
3750.
You're probably closer. I'm a pessimist.
3750.
How long we've been working on this project here?
This is the second time it's flown.
Flew here last
year, and it made 2,123 feet, but it had about...
And they only 2/8.
Yeah, it was messing, I don't know how many seconds. A couple, 2,000 maybe?
Yeah, we had to pull 2 eyes out of it because we were going to air start them. We had electronic problems right at the last minute because we used the wrong battery.
You can go ahead and do what you want to do. It ain't going anywhere now.
On the Master Blaster, again, heads up, folks. And everybody needs to move back on the rope, please.
Everybody behind the rope.
Find your kids.
Everybody up.
On ignition.
Beautiful.
Yeah, all right. Ejection charge and shoots. Beautiful. Congratulations, guys.
Great.
Yeah, one time.
Hey, your rocket's on fire. It looks like this.
Okay. Bye.
So you're the official chef around here, huh?
Trying to be.
Trying to be. And what's on the menu here today?
Well, we got burgers here, we got barbecue, we got potato salad, macaroni salad, no, pasta salad, potato salad.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, if she wants chips, she can.
Got chips on that too? You don't have hot dogs, do you? Oh, that's
Chips and some potato salad.
Yeah,
Oh.
how you doing?
You can see a man that loves gourmet food.
Oh, hey, man. I have room for more.
Hang on there, buddy. I have to get my money now.
All right, what else now? A lemonade? One lemonade. Undoubtedly the most beautiful birds of the whole meet, that's for sure. You did a great job on all the paint, and the construction is absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful.
Flying today?
Not today, probably tomorrow.
Yuck.
It's all biodegradable stuff there, huh?
Cellulose insulation.
Oh, yes.
Don't leave home without it.
Well, good luck.
Okay, well, thank you.
We'll be watching for you,
This
that's
one
for
has
sure.
4 H330 silver streaks in it.
Oh.
I flew it like this before. It's nasty.
When are you going to fly it?
As soon as I get it out to the pad.
I'll be watching for you.
I'll be in line in 10 minutes.
At C4, this is Roger Dwyer. Okay, Roger Dwyer, this is a Bruiser EXP on a K500. I've been asked to announce that this is a Bruce Kelly signature rocket. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Ejection and shoot deployment.
Here we go. All right, for those of you that don't understand how the system works, I'll take 5 seconds to show you how the system works, and then I'll set up the launcher. There's basically a pair of coaxial tubes. The center tube is 1/4 inch in diameter, and that fills the rocket on the pad. The outer tube is for the ignition system, which uses gaseous oxygen. Okay, this is a user-changeable part, and I'll explain why that is in a minute, but it's possible to ruin these occasionally if you do something silly. But imagine the rocket is the motor is inside an airframe. You lower this onto the launcher, and this 1/4 inch diameter tube seats in an O-ring up inside the tank. Okay? you take a plastic tie strap, which looks like this, and you put it through these slots on the bottom, like that, through the start things, and snug that down. Okay? Now the tie strap keeps the nitrous oxide pressure from blowing this off and keeps the valve engaged. Okay? You got that? To fire the rocket, we have a remote control pad which you push a button and that opens a solenoid valve which lets nitrous oxide fill the tank. It fills the tank all the way to the top, and then there's a tube that goes down the inside and vents out the side of your rocket. What that lets us do, it lets us get around the 68% rule, which is a physics law and a DOT law. If you just fill a tank by pressure, it'll fill between 40% and 80% because of gas condensation pressure equilibrium curves, okay? Right. Gary's system, and I'm not going to bash Aerotex, I mean, I think it has a place, but his system, what you do is you cool the tank off, then you overfill it, then you put it on a scale and you weigh it till it comes back, because if you fill one of these tanks more than 68% and leave it out in the hot sun, it will blow up. It'll just blow the safety plug out. Our system doesn't have any of that because it's got a hole in it. It never overpressurizes. So once you flip the fill switch, we were telling people to watch for the condensate spray out of the side of your rocket, but in real life, 200 or 300 feet away on a windy day, you can't see it. Well, see, we did everything at ours like 25 feet away because there was no danger to think. We do our motor. We've done 2,000-pound static test thrust for the military, 10 feet from the rocket motor, basically. So anyway, so what we're going to do today is one of the things, and obviously the system's still being sorted out, we're going to change this to a time. So it's like 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds it's filled, then you switch the launch controller to fire. When you put, oh, I didn't tell you one other thing. There's a piece of speaker wire, which I probably didn't bring any out, but it's like your igniter. And what we do is we take a piece of just ordinary 2-conductor speaker wire, and we put it up inside the airframe. When you put, that connects to a little transformer. When you hit the fire button, two things happen exactly at the same time. The little transformer lights the end of that speaker wire, just gives a little arc, and a few milliseconds later, this outer coaxial tube, which connects to the oxygen tank through a flashback valve, the solenoid opens and it floods the combustion chamber with high pressure oxygen. It instantly lights, okay? Like we're instantly is like, we've got, strip cameras. It's like, 5 milliseconds to light. Once it lights, it sprays molten plastic and copper from the speaker wire down the combustion chamber, which lights the entire rest of the combustion chamber. And when you see it fire, the thing that most people are surprised by is how fast it lights. That burns the tie strap in half, which takes about a third to a half a second. That lets the launcher blow off the fuel stem. Then two things happen. You get the full force of the nitrous in the tank through the injector orifice, which is here, but you also get 1,000 psi nitrous through a 1/4 of an inch orifice from the other side. So the motor instantly, it's 3 milliseconds. It goes from 0 to 150 pounds of thrust. Okay, that gives you, and that overpressure surge stays until it just clears the rod, and then it starts to throttle back to the run orifice. So we have like 150 pounds of thrust, and then it runs, and then over the course of like another 1/4 of a second, it oscillates back to the run, steady run, which is determined by the oxidizer orifice.
So basically, your peak thrust is
1 milli. The peak thrust is
from the lighting
there.
of the motor, not the
Right.
motor itself.
Exactly. So you get an extra. We actually get an extra free, like 15 or 5 to 10 pound seconds off the launcher, which doesn't count on our total ISP. Okay. So that's how it works. Okay.
How much voltage are you feeding to the copper wire?
The arc start, it's 7,000 volts at a couple milliamps. It's a tiny, you know what it is, it's a little, you're an electronics guy, right?
Yeah.
You know what we use for the transformer? You guys will get a kick out of this. We use the transformer that the lowrider guys use for the neon under their cars.
That'll do it.
Right, okay, so any questions on how the system works? Everybody understands?
Shuts off the oxygen flow?
Your hand being ripped off the control when your rocket leaves the pad at Mach 1. It's a momentary contact, okay? And believe me, it's significant when it launches. Has anybody ever seen a Hypertech launch? No. Everybody's first reaction is, Jesus, I cannot believe how fast it gets off the pad, okay? So we had a guy fly a 4-pound rocket with a big orifice on a super diameter low airframe at Spears, and we had a camera with a framing rate counter, and it was at 1,000 feet in 1.5 seconds. Okay, so it's, but the neat thing is with a small orifice, it burns a long time. So you get off the pad stable and then it just goes and goes and goes. Corey's gonna fly a prototype K that should go to close to the altitude limit.
So you need a nitrous tank and an oxygen.
Right. To fly the system, the only thing you need that's a little bit of a hassle carrying it around is the tank. Okay, and I've had a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to haul that stuff around in my car. Keep in mind the fact that we're going to also sell a K and an L motor, and the L motor is going to sell for $28.
The oxygen tank, you really should have a protective cap on that, no?
Well, no, not this one. This is below the DOT limit for a protective cap.
It is, okay.
See, there's no place to put it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the launcher that the club gets. Okay, it has a 3-position rotary switch. Okay? For those of you electronics, the switch is rated for 10 amps continuous service and for 1/4 amp actuation. Do not flip the switch and be cute and run it back and forth. Sorry.
Hold up the launch.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's bad. Okay, you put it in fill. Okay, I'm going to test it now so nobody jump. When you flip it, it should fill the system. Like that. Put it to dump, you should be able to hear the solenoid fire. That's the dump solenoid. You put it to fire, 2 things should happen. Oxygen should flow, and that should arc. That's it. You're ready to fire. .400s and 1K250.
Great. The hour is getting closer, huh?
Two or more.
How much do you get off?
It's called 10%.
So yours was, how much yours was all 3 of them?
It was 500. All 3 are 500.
Yeah, that was a little...
Divide that by 3, yeah.
You got a discount.
K250 burns for 9 seconds.
Right. 3-second difference.
Yeah, it's 2.5 actually.
I think there's like jacket on.
Okay, let's move out first to the C-rack and on
Hurry,
pad C. 3, 2, 1, ignition. What a flight.
L962.
Still going. Now, if we can continue to follow that, we have on pad C8, Scott, ignition. Oh, that's doing it the hard way. Working over, we have a shoot. And we got a shoot. We'll give that man an award for the most creative. On pad 2.
This is the big red and white rocket out in the middle to the left of the B pads. Again, it's a mother load on 3 K400s. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Get it, Joe, get it. Fuel core. Heads up! Now we got another deal. It looks like, I think, a motor blew.
You got fire out there? Fire bag.
Yeah, burned right out the sides.
What'd you think of your flight, though?
It was a hell of a mess. It was the most catastrophic failure of the whole day. It was a whirling Aerotech Blue Thunder.
Great. Well, you gave it a great try.
From that one, I think I used single stage. They have higher power Ks from now on, like K1050s and 1500s.